Kamaljeet Sandhu, who's been tracking the latest updates on the story, is joining us live from Bhiwani. This particular incident, Kamaljeet, has obviously shocked everyone. There are a lot of questions right now of how the police is going about this investigation. You look at the main accused, for example, Monu Manisar, as he's popularly called. He's someone who's extremely influential in the area. He's been absconding and looks like the cops have no clue where he is. Only one arrest so far in this case.
Well, absolutely. This particularly dastardly incident has not only shocked states of Rajasthan and Haryana, but the entire country. And now we know that there are incidents of cow vigilantism which has been on the rise. But here, Monu Manisar, as he's called, has been just speaking to media from one to the other to the other. So he seems to be at large and yet boldly kind of coming out and giving out statements. If he's that clean as he's stating it to be, why doesn't he surrender before the law of the land? So this is where things really stand. At least 5 of the 10 accused who've been named in the FIR belong to Bajrang Dal. They've been actually saying that they have evidence to prove, there's CCTV to prove that they were not there, so an alibi there. But you know, the arrest has been made, at least one of them, and that could actually lead to a chain. But here is a family who's making allegations against Bajrang Dal, who's been denying it all along, saying they've been only named as a setup because they've been acting against the cow smugglers. But here is an incident when there have been 2 skeletons charred, 2 Muslim youth who've been charred to death, especially in the area of Bhiwani. So the crime has taken 300 kilometers away in a place in Bharatpur. So this is where the difference really lies. So there are 2 incidents, one which has taken place in Bharatpur where abduction and beating up has taken place. The bodies have been found 300 kilometers away in Haryana. Now Rajasthan police is the one which is investigating, but questions have been raised. Why was there a delay in lodging of the FIR? If the incident happened on the 15th, why 16th morning at 6 o'clock was the FIR registered? Second, when we're talking about even Haryana police, there are question marks being raised regarding Firozpur Firki. There are a lot of people saying that this is where the men had gone in first. However, Haryana police pushed them away, and after which the bodies were recovered. So investigation has to be done at the top level, the highest level, and obviously
we're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about these lapses more. Kamaljeet, just stay with me. The problem here is that these Gaur Rakshaks are extremely powerful. They have local clout as well, besides knowing all of the netas in their district. Look at this particular case, and I want to highlight for you how in the last few years there have been several incidents of mob lynchings, of cow lynchings that have been reported. These are cow smugglers allegedly. The latest cases of Junaid and Nasir, out of which only one of them had about 5 cases of cow smuggling. The other had no cases of cow smuggling and yet was torched alive. The second case that I want to highlight is one that happened in 2017, the Alwar mob lynching case, the attack and murder of Pehlu Khan. I'm sure you remember it very well. He was a dairy farmer from Noor district of Haryana, allegedly beaten to death by a group of 200 cow vigilantes. Then Mohammed Akhlaq. This happened in 2015, Dadri in Uttar Pradesh. Again, a case of lynching in which a mob of villagers attacked the home of the 52-year-old Mohammed Akhlaq, killed him over the suspicion that he slaughtered a cow. Then there's an incident that happened in May 2022 of 2 tribals being lynched in Madhya Pradesh's Sioni on the suspicion, again, of cow slaughter. The 2 tribal men were lynched by a mob of villagers on the suspicion in Sioni district on May 4th, 2022. They were attacked by a group of 15 to 20 people. So this is unfortunately something that we've been seeing on the rise in the country. In this case, 2 men have been torched to death, burnt in fact in an SUV where they were tied up. And now there are obviously questions of why it's taking so long for the authorities to really crack down and take the 5 people who've been accused in this case. All of them absconding. The cops are hunting right now, groping in the dark for some leads. I want to round up for you all the updates that have come in this case.